Alright guys, my name is Frank and welcome to a brand new series on Forza Horizon 3. Now I've actually got to give credit to my dad because he actually came up with this, and as you'll see in the title it is called Back to the Future. Now essentially what the series is going to be all about is me driving an old version of a modern car first and then going back to today, or back to the future in this case, to drive the modern variation. So I hope you guys like that idea. It's kind of like an old versus new, but we're not battling them, we're just driving the cars and seeing what's changed. So it doesn't necessarily need to be the exact same model, it can be like an older car from the manufacturer and a newer car from the manufacturer. Just for example, Lamborghini Countach and a Lamborghini Revington. Wink, wink. So yeah, the first one, I thought we'd go for some classic muscle and take the 1969 Camaro SS and the 2016 Camaro SS out for a drive. So we're here at the Steelworks area, and we're going to have a little bit of a hoon around in the old Chevy, but I want to hear how this thing sounds, because I was driving this thing here without my earphones in, so let's give it a blast, shall we? Now, my personal opinion, I think the SS in Horizon 2 sounded better, because it had a bit more of a deep, grumbly, blooming note to it. But anyway, let's get going. Since it's an American car, we need to do this. Yes! And I love how in this game you see the tyres bouncing a little bit when you do a burnout. That is such a cool little touch. Just the littlest things help, in the words of Tesco. Is it every little helps? I think it is. That's the Tesco saying, isn't it? God, I'm sad for knowing that. But anyway, this is the 1969 Camaro SS Coupe, one of my favourite Camaros ever made. But the thing I'm a little bit sad is, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but Turn 10 and Playground have actually took off the SS badges from the front and rear of the car. They add so much to the car, man. It lets people know that it is an SS, not just an ordinary Camaro, man. Oh man, I really hope they add that in, like, back in future games. But you might notice that the microphone is turned up a little bit more, guys, so you can hear me a wee bit better, because I've got the volume up for the game yet again. So let me know how the audio levels are. But just before we get on with the review and everything, I just want to thank you very much for all the support on the 100,000 subscribers Q&A with me and Andy, and just generally the videos with me and him. It's very, very appreciated. Me, my mum and my stepdad and him were out at Frankie and Benny's the other night, just celebrating, having a few drinks and that. So yeah, if I could buy you all a drink one day, I would, seriously. So just thank you from the bottom of my heart again. So anyway, enough of that, we're going to go back to the Camaro and we're going to check out the interior. Always love classic car, always love classic muscle car interiors, I should say, because there's a big difference between like American classic interiors and British classic interiors. Yes, there's still wood in it, but there's just a different vibe to it. I don't know what it is, it's more big and bulky in the American cars, whereas if it's like the British cars, it's more circular, it's more exotic looking. Oh Jesus Christ, they're hitting a Subaru there. Now I've got to bear in mind, this is an old 60s muscle car. The brakes aren't exactly great, as I shall demonstrate right now. Still going. Still going. And there we go, finally came to a stop. They are not the best, man, but the power output in this thing is actually surprisingly quite good. It is 375 horsepower and 415 pounds-feet of torque. Now that is only a few off of the brand new Camaro, which we'll talk about in a little minute. Thank you very much, 06, for getting in my way. On Camaro, get by them! Get by them! Go, go, go! It does take a little bit to get up to speed in this car. I have noticed that. Is he pushing me? Thanks for the boost, mate! Is it the Corvette VTEC here? You don't put boost in the engine, you just get another Corvette to push you. That is the Corvette VTEC way. Holy crap. I don't know if you did that blooming KTM tyres just glitch out? Are you being serious, mate? He's literally tagging right alongside me like, get out my way, mate, get out my way. But apart from the power numbers, this thing goes to 0 to 60 in 6.4 seconds and has a top speed of quite a low 140 miles an hour, but back in the day that was pretty damn fast back in 1969. So yeah, I mean, it's not the slowest car ever made, there's slower cars out there, but as I said, it does feel like quite a sluggish muscle car compared to today's ones. but this thing's more of a cruiser, I would say. It's not like a B-road barnstormer or anything like that. It's one where you drop it in the highest gear possible, shove on some tunes, and just drive across the country. It's mental, because I was actually looking at a Route 66 thing when I do eventually drive and pass my driving test and that, because you can rent out an old, I believe it's a 1969 Camaro like this, and drive across the US. Or you can get the new Camaro. I might go for the new Camaro if I do have the money to do this eventually, because obviously that'll have all the modern comforts, it'll be more like refined and stuff. But I'm thinking, you go on a US road trip, you need to go in a nostalgic car, and that's why I want to go in this thing. I think it's red and black. Ooh, yes. Very, very nice. I mean, that's probably the question of the day, guys. If you could do a Route 66 tour, what is your ideal car for it? And I know there's going to be comments saying, no, it's actually route number 66, not 66. Oh, the troubles of being Scottish. But yeah, my overall first impressions of the quick drive of the 1969 Camaro, it's a very, very good muscle car. It's not exactly great in terms of handling, but if you just want to look cool, you want to sound cool, especially if you're wearing like a leather jacket with shades on and stuff, definitely rock a Camaro, man. I love it. I mean, any old muscle car can suit that look, like a Challenger, a blooming Roadrunner, etc, etc, etc. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the new car. But the only thing I would probably say which would improve this thing, don't know why I shoved that in reverse there, is probably the brakes. Definitely I need to add some brakes in this thing. But apart from that, it's just right for a muscle car speed of this age. It's just right. But I will be doing a build on this thing soon, guys. Maybe not straight away because I've just done a video on it, but it's going to be quite a special one. Hey, there's a speed camera up here. Top speed in this thing is 140, so let's see if we can crack that. A little bit of a top speed run. Come on, come on. Don't turn in anyone, please. I'm on a mission in my Chevy. In my Chevy Camaro. Oh god, Lamborghini LM222. Ha ha! I knew something was going to bugger it up, man. Thank you, Baldwin Motorsports Trophy Truck. You complete and utter fool. 128 miles an hour on the dot. That's surprisingly okay from this thing. That is okay. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and get the other Camaro. And here she is right here. And straight away, I have to say, this car is extremely warming to me. I never really liked it when it first came out, but it is so nice looking now. I love the little subtle spoiler on the back, and it's just more bulky and more proper modern, if you know what I mean, because the previous generation Camaro, it was really nice, right? I like that. It was proper harking back to the good old muscle car days, just like the Challenger, but this one brings it bang up to date. Modern looks, very Corvette Stingray styles, because I know a lot of people have compared this to the brand new Corvette, and I can definitely see the inspiration in some of the lines. But anywho, let's jump out of drone mode, take this thing for a little bit of a blast down the coast, just making sure no one is actually coming right now. Go on interior view later. Ooh. Oh, she sounds meaty. I like that noise, man. Now, I've driven this a couple of nights ago, and I've got to say, the steering feels very weird in this car. It's kind of like you're on a boat. Apparently in real life, this thing handles pretty damn well in terms of steering and like getting rid of track and that, but in this game, it is a drift machine. That's all it wants to do is get sideways, which you'll see in the corners that we're going to go around right now. I'm not making it do it. I didn't hit the handbrake or anything there. I didn't clutch kick. It is doing it by itself. Holy shit. I mean, I know it's not the longest drifts in the world, but the fact that you can get sideways this easy. Oh, we leveled up, we leveled up. We can get a carry. Get a big Cadillac. What are we going to get, man? Give something good. 2 grand. Son of a bitch. Oh, that sounds so nice around 3,000 RPMs. Listen to that. Oh, I'm a sucker for that. I'm an absolute sucker for it. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on the actual look of this thing. I have tweaked the colour a little bit trying to match the other Camaro. It's kind of this kind of deep sky blue colour. I think personally I would have it in this colour. Maybe a little bit of a darker blue, but not too dark like the one in the manufacturer colours. Oh, I'm getting the chills, man. I've had goosebumps driving cars, right? A lot of cars, but when it comes to noise, this definitely gives me them low down on the rev range. It's quite rare that I get that. I don't know if you get it as well when you're driving cars in games, or just like driving cars in real life. You actually get goosebumps. It's got to be a really, really good car in order for me to get goosebumps. So this should be an okay road for this. I've went down here in like supercars and stuff. They've obviously handled it pretty well. Tad bit understeer getting into that one. There's 130 mil going in there. So might have been in there a wee bit too quickly. Change up to 5th. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. See what I mean? There's quite a lot of body roll in this car. Like there was in the 1969 car. There's quite a lot of body roll, man. There's quite a lot of body roll. And should we go into the rainforest or down the coast road? We're going the coast road today, guys. Jump into the interior now. This is a big improvement over the old Camaro because you actually get to see out of it now. You get to see out of it now. It is a little bit better than the previous generation Camaro, because when I used to drive that in games, especially in like Forza 4 and Horizon 1, not Horizon 1, Horizon 2 I mean, it's a bit hard to actually see out of, man. It's a bit bloody crazy. But I love the actual interior in this thing now. It's a lot more higher quality, and the wheel's basically been ripped right off of the C7 Stingray. But when you're in here, I think it's actually easier to drive. It's not a hard car to actually speak over on that. Because in this game, you get the cars where I need to actually speak up. It's like real life, man. Holy shit, taking out someone's bins. Sorry. Your garbage won't be disposed of today. Well, it technically has been disposed of onto your front yard with this thing. Front yard, holy shit. Tongue twisters, man. Anyway, let's see if we can get it a bit sideways. It shouldn't be too hard. Nearly into a wall. I love cars we actually get a little bit of body roll drifting, man. Not too much, but not too little, just right. It's the Goldilocks setting. That's what I kind of look for. It just adds the fun factor to it. That's why the MX-5 is so fun. There's a lot of body roll, but at the same time, if you've seen Motor Trend's video on it, it's kind of dangerous at high speeds because the back end just arches out like that in the MX-5. Ooh, yes. It's a surprisingly peppy car for what it is, man. I mean, if you compare it even to like a couple of generations ago of the Camaro, just like the standard SS, that thing feels like a freaking Titanic ship. Whereas this, it's quite agile on its feet. It still feels heavy, right, but nothing compared to the older generation one. I'm going to try and actually tackle these back roads in this thing. I'll shut up for a wee bit. Don't be driving tours coming. There's driving tours coming! Oh god. Oh god, frame rate. Why does that keep doing that? I don't know why that keeps doing that unless it's just loading in a new area. It's kind of strange. God, this car's got a very loose back end, as you can see there, guys. It just keeps on wanting to come out. Well, it's a drift zone, so we may as well, since it's a drift zone, may as well get a little bit sideways. It's a very, very short one indeed. That's what she said. But yeah. I'm actually pretty damn impressed with this Camaro, man. See, when you're in an interior view, it's a lot better than driving it on the outside view. I don't know why that is. I found that with some cars that they're better to drive on the inside view. For example, the Centenario, that is very, very good to drive on the inside view. It's just like a different feel for some reason. But if you ask me which do I prefer, the 1969 car or this, I'd probably have to say the 1969 one for cool factor, just old school drag racing, muscle car, heaven and stuff. But if you're looking for a more a more modernised, more comfortable and more long distance cruiser sort of car, I'd probably recommend this thing, and a drift car as well. Definitely get this thing, but in terms of the sound, I think this actually just edges ahead the 1969 Camaro. If it was in Horizon 2, then the older one would get it. Don't know why they've kind of toned it down in terms of like the noise, but this one gets my vote in terms of the noise. In terms of the looks, oh, it's very split opinion for me, man. I'll let you guys decide for that. I'll really will let you guys decide for that. But I think we're going to round off this first episode of Back to the Future. Let me know if you have enjoyed the first episode, guys, and you want to see more. I've already got a number of episodes lined up. They're not recorded yet, but I've already got like notes and ideas down. And you can leave your ideas for like head-to-heads you want to see, or cars, like previous models and stuff like that, and then the modern model. Or it could be, as I said from the start, a manufacturer's car, which is modern, and then an older one. I hope you get me, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I'm going to leave you with this fantastic view and the brand new 2016 Camaro SS. So, yep, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed it, then a like is always appreciated. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Bloody hell, I need to bite my tongue in a little minute. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And yet again, thank you very much for the support, guys. It really does mean absolutely everything to me. I can't speak today. I really can't speak today, but yeah, I will see you in the next one. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and that all in the description. I'm sure you all know by now, but yeah, from me and the two Camaros, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.